Financial markets around the world are continuing to spiral into chaos in the wake of a new round of tariffs imposed by President Donald Trump. Joining me with the latest on the fallout of the Trump tariffs here and abroad is our chief political correspondent. What do your White House sources have to say to those who have accused President Trump of risking a major economic recession for no good reason?
Shut up.
What did you just say to me, you little punk? I've taken all I'm going to take from you, you unqualified little fraud. How come you never talk to me that way when we're in the same room? Because you don't have the sack!
That's what my sources say. That's what my White House sources say.
Your White House sources.
To those who accuse President Trump of risking a recession, their response to those critics is, and I quote, "Shut up."
That's quite a brash response, given how overwhelmingly these tariffs have been opposed by leading economists. What do your sources have to say to that?
Piss off, you overeducated know-nothing.
That's also a quote from one of your sources?
Direct quote.
Was this person responding to one economist in particular? Because you said know nothing, singular, and I was asking about a more general response to the president's critics.
Know-nothings, plural. I'm sure I enunciated the S. It's not like me to make that sort of mistake.
Moving on, what about the higher prices American consumers are expecting to pay on a wide range of goods as a result of these tariffs? Not so very long ago, President Trump insisted that his tariffs wouldn't raise prices domestically at all. Now, those higher prices are seemingly being accepted as a reality. How is the administration accounting for this drastic shift?
You think you're such a clever boy by pointing out all these inconsistencies, but the truth is, you're an empty suit. You contribute nothing of importance to anything. Nobody cares about whatever pathetic point you're trying to make, and nobody cares about you, said one White House official responding to a hypothetical critic of the sort you were referencing.
Did any of your sources at the White House have anything to offer on the subject of tariffs more substantial than reactionary vitriol?
The prevailing message coming from the White House regarding the impact of the new tariffs has emphasized the concept of balance. President Trump, they say, is imposing these substantial tariffs on imported goods to level the playing field with international trading partners who have taken advantage of the United States.
How does the administration say this balance will be achieved?
They say American consumers will have to pay higher prices.
Some economists, international allies, and frankly Republicans are still holding out hope that these new tariffs are part of some negotiation ploy on the part of President Trump. What has been the response to that?
The response has been that we should all trust President Trump.
There are many people who are going to find that an exceedingly inadequate response. Has the White House offered anything more?
You petulant child, you empty-headed, chattering ape, you traitorous insect, spreading your venom to your poor, hapless countrymen who desire only to be ruled over by their betters. Each passing moment brings a further encroachment of the darkness, and yet you talk of tariffs and prices. Do you deny that a price must be paid? Do you know that the secret of life is to take as much as you can from as many as you can? Had you not been cursed by birth to be what you are, would you not do the same? Would you not steal the breath from your neighbor's lungs to ensure one more breath for yourself? And yet you dare to stand in judgment over me as though you had the right, as though your questions warranted answers. The only right is the right to dominate those who would be dominated. The only question is whether you shall die now or die later. Hasten to choose, for the hour of reckoning fast approaches, and those who bring it know not of mercy, only of money and blood. That's a quote from a White House official close to the president who spoke on the condition of anonymity.
Thank you for that report, you two-faced, backstabbing, psychopathic social climber.
Hey!
That's a quote from your last performance review. Up next, could the Gulf of America be only the beginning? What other famous landmarks might President Trump rename, and what might he rename them to? We'll brainstorm some fun possibilities with our special guest, Russian ambassador to the U.S., Alexander Darchev, after the break.